Yo, what's up, boys and girls? Here with another YouTube video here, showing off a deck profile of for Icejade Atlanteans. This is the new deck I've been working on, and I've actually had one of the guys in the comments actually ended up reaching out, giving me a template of where he had the deck currently at, and for the past 2 weeks I've been working on it and messing with it and making it my own, and I was planning on having some gameplay here, but just due to life circumstances, I haven't been able to play yet. But I want to get this out. I want you guys to see what I've been working on, and hopefully soon enough, I'll be able to play this deck out and show you how it functions in an actual tournament setting. This is currently what I'm planning on bringing to the Indie Regional March 30th. So anyone heading into Indianapolis, see me there. Say what's up. But yeah, so I'll skip right into the profile. This is a 40 card main. Like I said, Icejade Atlanteans. So getting into your starters for normal summons. That's mainly 3 Deep Sea Diva, typical. And then our other 1.5 starter here is 1-for-1. And yeah. So these are the best cards you want to open in your opening hand, or get to play. Next, we play our Atlanteans, which is 3 Prince and 3 Dragoons. Prince is not, I wouldn't really consider Prince a 1-card starter in this deck, but there's a lot of relevant 2-card combinations that you can do Prince with. Yeah, Prince is still really strong. You still want to open it. That's why I'm maxing out on it. But even in multiples, opening your hands is just fine because it works as an extender and as a starter. And then 3 Dragoons. I'm not playing the infantries, Poseidra, anything like that, because we're not really focused on searching Atlanteans every single turn. Once you resolve Prince one time, that basically gets your engine going, and then you start relying on the Icejades to kind of continue the game. But if you if you don't open a Dragoons and you just use Prince one time, you'll just be using two Dragoons for that turn. So you should have 1 Dragoons in your deck for follow-up. And so as long as you can Minstrel, put one of these back, Prince will be alive again. And so that's been working out just fine for now. Next, for some of our Sea Serpent targets, we're playing Minstrel because we want to be able to, this combo is the best with Dragoons. Is that's your best 2-card opener probably, is Dragoons Minstrel. To be able to snipe the hand, grab the hand traps, is really relevant obviously, and the recyclability that Minstrel offers on follow-up Diva normals is good as well. So maxing out on that. And then as our engine requirements, our Sea Serpent targets, we play 3 here. Moonland Glacier for the hand rip, Lapis for an extender, and then this is a new one, Qatar, Gennard's Duoningus, something like that, I think is how you say it. This is a pretty neat card, and this is what we're mainly summoning off of Diva on our first turn, if not Prince. And what it says is that when it is special summoned, you banish from your opponent's top of their deck cards equal to the number of waters you control. So if you just go Diva, especially this guy, you're banishing 2 waters. If you have 4 or 5 waters, you're banishing that many off the top of their deck. And then his other effect is you can target a water you control, and you can basically double their level. So you could target Diva, make level 4, target itself, make it 6, etc. And then while it's in the graveyard, you can banish it, target a water you control. It gains 100 attack for every banished card on the field. And that's relevant too because you're using that to banish itself to trigger cards like Chinning. And yeah, so those are our Sea Serpents. Not getting into the Icejades. The main Icejade that I'm maxing out on is Icejade Ran, mainly because this is what you're using to discard Dragoons to search Diva. Off is just a great extender, being able to get 2 bodies on board, make your level 10s really nice. And then we have one of Icejades, which is currently Tremora. I think it's Acti and Arginine. So Tremora serves as our extender in the deck that is searchable off of Cradle. Mainly you're wanting to use this, pitch this to special Prince in your hand, and that gets you full combo. That's one of the 2-card combos. And then Acti. This card is really nice if you're playing the Bahamut Toad combo, because you can special this or normal it, discarding a water to draw a card. And so you discard Prince, and you're summoning Dragoons back to the field. Discard Dragoons, you're searching. So that's pretty nice when it comes up. There's also nice graveyard effects with Tremora and Acti, where if a water control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish one of these from your graveyard, especially on Icejade from your graveyard, which would typically be Gamir. It could be Ran, or it'll be Arginine. Arginine is your best normal summon if you don't open Diva or Prince. But mainly you want to be specialing this card searching it, and yeah, and Arginine is really nice. On summon, it searches an Icejade spell or trap, and then if it would be targeted by card effect or to be attacked, you can the next time it would be destroyed by card effect or destroyed by battle, it will not be. And then also you can special a water from your hand or grave. So this card offers even if you're trying to interrupt with this, like with an Imperm or Baylor, it still gets you some value, being able to summon a Prince from your hand, other waters from your hand, waters from your graveyard. So that's really nice. Yeah, I'm not playing this at both tools because originally, I tested with this card from 1, 2, and 3. I landed on 1 because I felt like when I was playing, 2's not bad, but I was playing at 3, I was just opening like really cloggy hands of like Prince, Diva, Arginine, and then one of them gets interrupted and it just feels like the whole thing falls apart a little bit. So I just felt like I wanted to minimize on actually opening this card and really just want to be searching it, specialing it, and yeah. And then so for our spells, our Icejade spells. Play 3 Icejade Manifestations. This card could actually be cut down to 2. The third one of this is kind of like the 40th card in the deck. I don't really know what I want this to be yet. Kind of looking at other like Icejade names, maybe infantry, or it could also be like Called by the Grave, like non-engine potentially. Yeah, this card's pretty nice. What it does is if you control a water monster and your opponent has a monster on their field or graveyard, which you can get by if they don't hand trap you, you can trigger this card off of like using Movement Glacia to discard cards from their hand. If you discard a monster, this card becomes live. And what it does is you can special an Icejade from your deck to the field, and so that's typically how you're specialing your Acti, or it's how you're specialing your Arginine. So that way you don't need to use your normal on it. And then it has a graveyard effect where if the water you control leaves the field except by card destruction, then you can banish it from your graveyard, target a monster your opponent controls, and banish it. And next we play, and then for consistency, we're just playing 3 Icejade Cradles. It's a consistency card, not once per turn, and so you can go so this basically acts as all your second, third, and fourth copies of all your one-ofs. And yeah, so it's Cradle. And then for non-engine, we have a decent amount of room here, so we're playing 3 Nib, 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, and 3 Imperm. This just felt like the best 12 to run together. Yeah, I'm typically opening two hand traps in my hand, sometimes 3, and this deck plays really well with like 2-card combos, 2-card hands, 3-card hands, and so yeah, this just felt really nice being able to play all this non-engine in the deck. But yeah, so it's a 40-card main. Moving on to the extra. We're playing 1 Link 4. It's a Icejade Atlanteans, for the banish effect to wipe the field. And then we play 2 enemies. We play 1 enemy for first turn, or grind game, to just get your waters back on the field, extend further, and then you play your second an enemy, so that way you can go into a Icejade Atlanteans play. Then we play 1 Mastar Boy. Playing Mastar Boy here because a lot of the times when you do have to use an enemy, you don't want just to leave it on field. You'd rather get some more value out of it. And so I found that linking it off into a Mastar Boy has been nice, just because there's so much destruction effects going on right now that it's really easy to trigger the Star Boy to just get some follow up going. Because that's always an important rule you want to look for when trying to build a deck. For generic links 2s, we play Masquerena and Little Knight. Little Knight's obvious card, great disruption. But then we're able to play IP Masquerena, so that way we can set up for Little Knight for our opponent's turn, getting the on summon banish effect of Little Knight rather than just having to use his secondary effect, which is banishing 1 monster, basically banishing 2 monsters in response to a monster effect. So yeah, or a card effect. So I like Masquerena for that. I was also looking to play like Apollousa, which you can typically get off of the Masquerena. It's typically but currently the room extra deck's kind of tight, and it's just kind of figuring out what I need and don't need. And then we play Link Rebo, so that way we can do a water count manipulation for the Moonland Glacia, and yeah, and that's about mainly it. Next, for Xyz, we play Bahamut Toad, for the Bahamut Toad combo with Acti. And then for Synchros, play 3 level 10s, play the Baron, generic negate, you're always making it, it's your main combo. Gamir, because you're playing the Icejade cards, and then we play Chaining for kind of like the follow up for the card removal. This could be a second Gamir potentially. And honestly, I would like to make room for second Gamir without getting rid of the Chaining. I just haven't decided what I would want to do for that yet. Next, we play Dragite for another another interruption option when, especially when locked under coil on an enemy, in case you can't get to the Baron. Maybe you can get to like a Dragite and like a Gimir, or you get to like Dragite, Gimir, chaining. And then I also like Dragite because you can selectivate his effect to spin cards back to the hand by excavating the top 5 cards of your deck. Typically, there's a high chance that you'll actually see Nib there, so he offers some going second potential there as well. We play XL Synchron to synchro up to the Baron with our main combo line, and then we play one Deep Sea Prima Donna. This is a really cool card. I don't know if a lot of people know about this card. So basically, it says that when a monster is synchro summoned using it, you cannot target that card with card effects. So that'd be like Baron or your XL or chaining or Dragite. And then what her effect is, you can target a banished card your opponent controls, put it back in their hand, or if it was extract monster, you put it back in the extra deck, and then you can either add or special a level 4 water from your deck. So you can add water to your hand. You can special Arginine off of this, special Prince off of this, and then its last effect is that if it was used for synchro summon, you can if it was used as a single material, you can target a banished card, your banished or their banished cards, and then shuffle that card back into the deck. And so that's it for the extra deck. And then the side deck can be whatever it is. I'm still working on it, but currently it's 3 Droll for the combo decks, Vanadium, 3 Warner for some additional interruptions versus the fire decks. For going first, we have Call by Double Talents, and then we just have some board wipes here with a Heartbeat, Double Lightning, and Double Evenly, and then Typhon for going second. And yeah, so that's currently the lineup, the deck I've been working on. I'll get into a couple combos here now. All right, onto the first combo. This is just basic, just with Deep Sea Diva. It just shows you what one card does, and usually you open multiple extenders that allow you to push further. But this is just like you open 4 hand traps or just a Dead Water and a Diva, and this is what the deck can do. So you just go normal Diva effect. You'll special Duo from your deck. On summon, you'll be able to banish 2 cards from your opponent's deck. Face up, and then you'll activate Duo's effect to target Diva, make Diva level 4. So now we can synchro for a 7. And this will get you your Prima Donna. The Prima Donna effect will target one of the banished cards that you sent off of Duo to put back into their hands. So you'll be giving them a card back, but you'll take away 2 cards with the Mulan, so it kind of works out. So you'll go Donna effect to target one of their banished cards, put it back in their hand, allowing you special Prince from your deck. Then you go Prince effect to send Dragoons, to add Dragoons, the Dragoons effect, Engrave will then add Minstrel. And then you'll go Minstrel effect, discard itself, and Dragoons hopefully snipe a Nib, or even better, if they don't have any hand traps, you snipe the best card in their hand to then send away with the Donna. But then Dragoons effect and Engrave will activate, adding your Mulan Glacia, and now you can go special Mulan here, discarding 2 cards from their hand, and then you can go Synchro, Donna, and Prince into XL Synchron, and so now it'll be Chainlink 1 XL to summon Diva from your graveyard, Chainlink 2 Donna, you'll target that best card or the hand trap that you targeted, that you sent with Minstrel, that you banished from Minstrel, you put that back into the deck, and then Chainlink will resolve, summoning Diva back. Now you can synchro those off into Baron. And so this is just a typical 1-card hand. If you have no other extenders, usually if something happens like this, then that means you probably have a hoist of like hand traps in your hand. So usually there's another like 1 or 2 interruptions beyond this. Yeah. So let's go into the next combo. All right. Next combo here is just 2-card combo. This is with a Deep Sea Diva and either Cradle, which is search Ran, or just opening the Ran. It's all the combos are very they stay the same. It's just being able to add something on top of it. So a lot of this combo will be familiar to what we just did with the 1-card combo. But we'll go Diva effect, special Duo effect, banish 2 cards from your opponent's deck, and then effect Duo, make Diva 4. Now we can synchro those off into Donna, and then Donna effect will target one of the banished cards we sent off of Duo to go back to their hand. To special Prince from your deck. And now Prince can go effect, send Dragoons, add Dragoons, Dragoons effect Engrave. We'll add your Mulan. And now here we're not searching the Minstrel. because we're further extending with the Ran. And so since we're not sniping the best card of their hand, it feels a little bit worse there. But what's nice here is that this even 2-degree plays around Nib, because what we'll do is we'll synchro the Donna and Prince into XL effect, Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2 Donna. We can shuffle back one of the managed cards back into the deck if we so please to, but we don't have to. It's an optional effect. XL will attempt to summon back the Diva, and even if they nib us here, we'll still have 5 waters in our graveyard, still making the Moulin live and allowing for the further follow-up with the Ran and Dragoons. But here, if we weren't interrupted, we'll synchro off into our Baron. And now we have 5 waters in grave, so we can go special Moulin effect to rip 2 cards in their hand, taking them from 6 to 4, and then they'll have 1 draw in the follow-up, so 5-card hand is what they'll have to play into this. And then we can go Ran, discarding Dragoons. Ran will special a token. Then on a new chain link, we can go Dragoons effect. This will add Lapis, and then we will reveal Lapis to special. And now we can synchro off our Ran and token to special Grimir. And then, and now while we're set here, we can send the Lapis off in the Moulin to make IP. And so what this will give us, it'll give us about 4 interruptions on our opponent's turn. Because now on our opponent's turn, assuming no hand traps, we'll have an interruption from the Gambir as 1, interruption from the Baron as 2, and then IP can activate its effect to send itself and Gambir to special Little Knight, giving us our 4th interruption here for its on summon effect. And then as our opponent continues to play, we want to use Little Knight's effect to most likely send banish the Baron until the end phase, and then one of their cards, or or both. But if we just do the Baron, that's fine. Because and then at the end of our turn, let's say like this dies, end phase, Baron comes back. Even if we don't have the negate live, or we had to use it for anything in the standby phase of our next turn, we can send it back to the extra deck, special the Donna from our graveyard, and then we can go Donna effect, shuffle back a banished card. And this will get us to Arginine. Then Arginine on summon, we can add either of our extenders here. And so now, and then we can synchro these off back into the Baron, making this Baron untargetable by card effects. Also, the Donna will spin back a banished card if needed, and then we'll have a guaranteed follow-up in some type of way, either using Manifestation special from our deck, or using Cradle to add from deck to hand. and then yeah, I'll show you guys one more combo here, or a couple more combos here. All right, now here I got a 3-card combo for you here. This is kind of like the most optimal hand you can hope to open. Obviously this Ran once again can be like a Cradle, but yeah. So and then this card doesn't have to be this. It could be like Minstrel Dragoons as well. But yeah, really just trying to get a way to go to Diva, Ran, and Manifestation. But yeah, so again, the combo plays out the exact same way as it has before. It's just an added bonus with the Manifestation. So I'll just kind of run through it. We'll go Diva effect, special Duo effect, banish 2 cards of opponent's deck, Duo effect, make Diva 4, synchro off into Donna, and then Donna, shuffle, put a banished card back in their opponent's hand to special Prince, Prince effect. We'll send Dragoons to add Dragoons, then Dragoons effect engrave. We'll add Moulin here, and now we can synchro these off into XL. We'll summon Diva, and then we can synchro those off into our Baron. Now that we have 5 waters engrave, we'll special Moulin here, and then we can go Ran, discard Dragoons, special a token, and then Dragoons effect engrave. We'll actually add Prince here because we have the Manifestation as a way to make a Bahamut Toe play. And now we can synchro these guys off into Grimir. And now we can go activate Manifestation, specialing Act from our deck. Effect on summon, Act will discard the Prince to draw ourselves a card. And then Prince effect engrave, special back Dragoons. And now we can rank up into Bahamut. Go Bahamut effect, discarding Dragoon, or detaching Dragoons to special Totally Awesome. And now Dragoons effect engrave. We will add Lapis here. We'll need to special the Bahamut up in the extra zone. My bad. but we'll be adding Lapis here, reveal to special, and now we can go Bahamut, Lapis into our IP. Yeah, so this is definitely the best, about the best line you can aim for, giving you, I think this is like 5 interruptions on your opponent's turn, plus recurability with a Toad. So you'll have the 1, 2, 3, then effective mask. You can send those 2 off. Make Little Knight, giving you your 4th interruption, and then a 5th interruption is the Little Knight banishing another card, and probably your Baron if you've already used the effect, and then because you want to bring it back to standby phase to do the recurability with the Donna. But yeah, so this is kind of like, these are like the Diva lines for the deck, and I'll just show another line that comes up a lot right here with Prince and Tremora. All right. Yeah. So another combo here is it's 2-card combo, and this is if you don't open Diva, but you still want to aim for being able to normal the Diva, and so we want ways to be able to basically Dragoon search for it. So if you're not opening like Rand Dragoons, Missile Dragoons, stuff like that, this gets you there as well. And so obviously it's basically Prince, which is a 3 of, or Tremora, or with Tremora, or any of your 3 Cradles, which will also just get you to the Tremora play. This is also your best bait in case you do just hard open the Diva plus like a combination of these 2 cards. And then this combo is also available if you open like 1-for-1 in any monster. 1-for-1 in any monster basically acts as a Prince plus Tremora. And so just going on over this combo line real quick, we'll activate Tremora effect, discarding itself, 2 special Prince. Prince then will send Dragoons to add Dragoons. Dragoons effect in grave. We're going to add Diva here. And now it's a very similar line what we were doing before, where we go normal Diva. Diva will special duo, and now we'll be able to banish 3 cards off our opponent's deck with the duo effect. Then we can go duo target Diva, make it a 4. And this will get us our, oh, my bad. This will synchro summon into our Donna. Now we can go Donna effect, shuffle one of the banished cards, or target one of their banished cards, put it back in their hand. 2 special Arginine here, and we're doing Arginine. You're always specialing the Arginine off of Donna if you've already gotten a Prince. This is like your other search option that you have. But yeah, so we'll go Arginine effect. This will search us our Cradle. Then we can go Cradle to search Ran. And Donna, and once again, my bad. When you're doing this 2-card combo, you need the space on the field, so we actually want the Donna in the extra deck zone. But yeah, so now we'll go Ran, discard Dragoons. Ran special link a token, Dragoons effect in grave, switch to our Moulin. Now that we have 5 waters in grave, special the Moulin, discard 2 cards from our opponent's hand. And now we can go synchro our Donna into a Baron. This Baron will be untargetable because of the Donna effect. And then we can go synchro these off into Gamir. And then typically what I'll probably be doing is I'll be linking the Prince and Moulin into Masquerena. So this is similar to a combo we saw before where you open Diva and Ran. You lose the Moulin Glacia. It's not as strong, but it still gets you there. But particularly if you open any other extenders, then you're pushing farther than this. If you already open the Cradle, like multiple Cradles or Manifestation, then you're able to push further and you're able to keep the Moulin on board to get the IP. But yeah, so this is another 2-card combo for the deck. All right. Yeah, so I'm just gonna I power shuffled this deck twice. I shuffled it a bunch. I'm kind of hoping that it kills the clunkiness, but I figure I could do like 2 test hands here just to show you what a full hand might look like, whether I brick or I open combo. We'll see what I get here. All right. Multiple hand traps, Diva, and Nib. Yeah. So I mean, you kind of already saw what this looks like, so I probably just won't go over it. But yeah, so the normal Diva play. It's gonna end you on a Moulin plus Baron. And then, like I already showed, and then as you can see, like you opening just Diva, you have all these hand traps in hand. It doesn't feel that bad when you actually go like full combo, but I'll show hopefully a more interesting hand than that. Yeah, I've been working on this deck for like 2 weeks now. I've been trying to take it to a locals. It's just life circumstances have just gotten in the way. I hope to bring something to you guys soon. But yeah, I really want to get this out there because I want you guys to see what I'm working on. Would love to hear suggestions. Yeah, see if we have a more interesting hand here. Yeah, so we can see how this plays out. So we have Diva, Prince, Manifestation here. We'll go normal to Diva. And so at any time, if our opponent tries to interrupt with us or mess with us, then we can, Like, so here it'd be perfect because if we got hand trapped, if we get, obviously it's for monsters, but if we get ashed or veilored on this guy, then we'll have the manifestation as a follow up to, you know, special Arginine from deck, and then Arginine can search like, it can search like Cradle into Tremora. It can which then, you know, it can special the Prince from your hand, or it can just do like a ram play. But there's options. But here's something we don't get interrupted. Diva effect. It's gonna special our duo here. Now our duo can do its thing where it banishes 2 cards from our opponent's deck, and we'll make Diva a 7. So now we can synchro that off into Donna. Donna, target one of their banished cards to special Prince. Then go Prince effect. Sending Dragoons to add Dragoons. And then here, Dragoons effect engrave. We're actually just gonna go for the Minstrel for some further security, and if they, you know, if they didn't open a hand trap, we get to actually shuffle the best card in their hand back to their deck. So we'll go Minstrel, pitching Dragoons here, just search Moulin, sniping a card out of their hand. So now that we have 5 waters, we can special the Moulin Glacia, repeating 2 cards, and then we can go Synchro, Donna, and Prince into XL. XL, we'll special Diva, and then we'll synchro those away into Baron. So that same line we were talking about, this is where we get. But since we have the further extenders here, we already have a setup for a Bahamut Toad play. So now we can go Manifestation. And we're able to activate Manifestation because we control a Moulin, and we're assuming that we did discard 2. One of the cards we discarded out of the Moulin was a monster. But this will let us special our Acti. And then Acti effect will let us discard Prince. So now Acti will give us a draw. Another hand trap. That's perfect. And then Prince engrave. Special Dragoons. And I don't think we actually need it here for the space. We can go Bahamut. Bahamut will detach Dragoons. Special Totally Awesome. And Dragoons effect engrave to search our Lapis here. And Lapis will reveal to special. And now we can link Bahamut and Lapis off into our IP. And so yeah, this is not looking too bad at all. Hoist of Interruptions, follow up with the Toad and the Baron if it lives. With the hand traps is nice. And yeah, so we'll do one more here. This deck definitely feels consistent, and I like that. You know, it has one linear combo line, and that your extenders just kind of help you get there, rather than like the Mermaid Atlantean deck where, you know, sometimes you're summoning Gaios, sometimes you're summoning Toad, but it wasn't very consistent. Where I feel like, you know, the lines you actually aim for here are pretty consistent, and I think it's just a huge benefit of the Icejade cards versus the Mermails that I felt like didn't give you as much like follow up, and even their searchability wasn't that great, and they didn't have. Like, I like how this deck can play, you know, slightly better under draw, at least better under draw than the Atlantean Mermail deck could. But yeah, one more hand here. Maybe it's a brick. Oh, looking like a brick. Yeah, okay. So that's definitely not great here. But if I had to play, I mean, this is pretty weak. I probably wouldn't try and guarantee like a good draw off the Acti, so we're probably just in a normal Prince. Send Dragoons to add Dragoons. Dragoons effect engrave. Probably just going for Lapis. Then Lapis revealed to special. And then we at least have a link to... I wish there was a link that could let us special from our hand to continue playing, but I don't think we have that option, so this is probably just going to be Little Night Pass, which is, you know, kind of rough. But I mean, so I'm talking about consistency of this deck, and, you know, I open a hand like this. But yeah, it's going to happen. You know, I open 3 one-ofs to the deck. That shouldn't be happening very often. But, you know, it's important to see that, you know, this deck definitely still breaks 2, and it definitely deals with the issue of water. Yeah, it was a brick hand, so I'll just show one more. Maybe it's like a little bit more mid-range, but yeah, you know what happens. And that is where, like, I sometimes think about how I would like to have Megalo in the deck, just as a one-up. But then if I play Megalo, I feel like I want to play Scale, and I just don't feel like playing all those extra bricks. And Megalo doesn't actually feel that great in the grand scheme of things, especially because you're not going to be opening hands like that very often. Be able to do one more here. So this is a pretty good roundabout way of how we expect opening the deck. We have two hand traps, which is pretty typical. Prince Dragoons and Cradle. So we'll just go Cradle here to grab. I think we will just grab the Tremora, and then we'll go Tremora, discard, or just discard itself. Special Prince effect. Send Dragoons to add Dragoons. Dragoons effect. It's gonna add. Now because I actually hard open the other Dragoons, I'm okay with searching Minstrel here. Or no, I don't want to search Minstrel because I'll miss the Moulin. So I think I have to search Diva here, if I'm correct. Because if we go Minstrel, we'll Minstrel pitch Dragoons. There'll be 4 Waters in grave, and then we're searching the Diva, but we won't be able to get to the Moulin before we hit 5. So let's go Diva. Diva and Duo. Duo, banish 3 cards of opponent's deck. And then Duo effect to make Diva a 4. Synchro. So now we're at 4 Waters in our grave. Into Donna. And then Donna effect. We'll special Arginine. Arginine will grab us another Cradle. Cradle effect. Search Ran. Now we can go Ran, pitch Dragoons, summoning a token, and then Dragoons will get us to our Moulin. If I hard open the Moulin, then I would be going for the Minstrel here. Back at the time I was thinking about it, because I would have already had the Minstrel needed, or the Moulin I needed, but yeah, not able to this time. But yeah, so we do have 5 Waters in grave here. So now we can special the Moulin. Can Synchro Ran off into Gamir. Synchro Donna and Arginine into Baron. And then we can link off our Prince and Moulin into Mask. And yeah, so there you go. Deck's still a work in progress, but I feel pretty comfortable about it. I mean, like I seem to open pretty consistently. I don't think I break too many times in this deck. But yeah, this is really it. Let me know you guys' thoughts. And yeah, I'd love to hear some feedback, and I'm gonna keep working on it. And this is definitely gonna be the way. I think I'm gonna be focusing on playing Water until the new Ice Barrier support comes out. There's some pretty cool cards in there. I'm excited to play with. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, and that'll do it. All right, peace.